Welcoming Bill to the Hall of Fame is my main man, Larry Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Self.
Good evening. Wow. First of all, congratulations to the entire class of 2017. You all have had remarkable careers, and it's truly an honor for me to be recognized with you. I also want to acknowledge everybody in this room that I grew up idolizing, players and coaches that have been role models, and it's certainly very humbling to be in your presence tonight. When I received the call from the president and CEO of the Hall, John DeLeva, that I was going to be inducted, I was literally driving to work, getting ready to pull into the parking garage at Allen Fieldhouse. I knew I'd lose reception if I went into the garage, so I kept going straight, and I turned right at the stop sign onto Naismith Drive. And it was at that particular time that John informed me that I was going to be a part of this year's class. Getting that call, driving down Naismith Drive, the street in which I office, seems so surreal to me. There are a lot of people here I want to thank, none more important than my mother and father, Bill and Margaret. Thank you so much for being such great role models for my sister Shelley and myself. Mom, for being the rock of the family, and Dad, for always being my hero and for all the life lessons you taught us. I never wanted to disappoint my parents. As Ahmad already said, my dad used to tell me all the time, son, don't worry about the mules, just load the wagon. Don't worry about things you can't control. Just do your job, and if you do your job well, things will work out. Shelley, my sister, thank you for always having my back. Back even in college at OSU, she literally punched a guy in a local bar for talking trash on my game. I also want to thank Cindy, my beautiful wife of 29 years. Being a coach's wife isn't easy, and it takes on many challenges, but she has been with me through every step of this journey and has been so supportive and sacrificed so much for me to chase my dream. She's raised two terrific kids. Lauren and her husband, Hayden, are living in Dallas and are going to make me a first-time grandpa in December. And Tyler, who just finished his eligibility with us, is presently working with the San Antonio Spurs. I know it's tough being the coach's kid and attending the same college where he coaches. Both of you could not have handled it with more class, and your mother and I are so proud and love you both so much. I also have other family members here, along with my high school coach, high school teammates, college buddies, fans, and so many not here who have helped raise and support me. To Larry Brown, I haven't forgot about you, Coach, my presenter. I had a chance at age 22 to work and study under one of the most innovative minds our sport has ever known. And I tried so hard to emulate you, Coach, in how I coached. Thank you for everything. Thank you for giving me my first opportunity. I also want to thank Coach Leonard Hamilton for hiring me at Oklahoma State. I learned so much watching how he worked on a daily basis, basically building a program from scratch. Then, of course, Eddie Sutton, who can't be here due to health reasons. It was so special watching him galvanize the community at Oklahoma State. I, like so many, feel Coach Sutton should be in this hall, and hopefully someday will be. When I was recruited to Oklahoma State, they wanted me so bad that they did not even assign a scholarship player to show me around. R.C. Buford, who's now the GM of the Spurs, was a walk-on. He hosted me, and I fell in love with the place. Upon graduation, I became a graduate assistant at Kansas. 1 year there with Coach Brown, we go 35-4. And we had a guy named Danny Manning that wasn't bad. And I'm thinking, this is a good gig. I think I could do this for a living. So I go from a Final Four team back to my alma mater, where our best player was a walk-on. But we recruited well and got better, and I was so proud to be a small part of that rebuilding process. Then I got my first head job at Oral Roberts. We lost 18 games in a row during our first 2 seasons. On the baseline in the Mabee Center where we played, the following words were painted on the court: expect a miracle. We were so bad it should have read, it's going to take a miracle. But those same players basically flipped it, and we won 31 of our last 38. From there, we went across town to Tulsa and had 3 great years. My second year was my first NCAA tournament appearance. And in the second round, our opponent was #1 seed Duke. And if we were just 42 points better that night, we would have won that game. But we did learn what it takes to play against the big boys and develop the blueprint on how to compete at that level. We had an opportunity to go to the University of Illinois in Champaign right after that. After 3 successful seasons and coaching some absolute studs, the table was set for them to be great, and they were. We would not have left Illinois unless Kansas called. Kansas, a place where the game's inventor, Dr. James Naismith, was your first coach, followed by Dr. Phog Allen, the father of basketball coaching. A university where Adolph Rupp, Ralph Miller, John McClendon, Dean Smith, Clyde Lavella, JoJo White, Lynette Woodard, and the incomparable Wilt Chamberlain all attended. I am incredibly proud to be the 5th head coach in KU history to join the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. James Naismith, Phog Allen, Larry Brown, Roy Williams, and me. What is wrong with that picture right there? It always hasn't been perfect in Lawrence. We've had some tough losses, but we've pretty much been a model of consistency, winning the Big 12 13 years in a row and a national championship when Mario made a huge shot in 2008. We are very proud of the accomplishments of our teams and our players individually. One reason why we've been successful is because I've not had good jobs, but great jobs. I've had the right administrators, the right fan base, the right support staff, and I'm so appreciative of you all. Most of the time, and you guys would agree, head coaches get way too much credit when things are going well, and that's certainly been the case with us. But the group of men that have been doing the lion's share of the work are my assistants. We have many assistant coaches here tonight. I hope you guys understand the role you played in making tonight possible. Thank you so much for your friendship, your loyalty, your trust, your work habits, and for basically putting up with me and offsetting my weaknesses with your strengths. We've also been so blessed to coach the first pick in the draft, lottery picks, All-Americans, National Players of the Year, guys that went on to play in the NBA and play professionally overseas, teachers, doctors, lawyers, ministers, etc. I'm so happy that each of you are here, and the ones that couldn't make it, trust me, you are not forgotten. We all want our players to learn from us. We all want to be a positive example for them. We always work to never fail them. But I can tell you there is no way these players have learned as much from me as what I have taken from them. Would all my assistants and ex-players please stand and be recognized at this time? We got a bunch. These are my guys. I really believe our job as coaches is not to let our players settle, not to ever let them be less of what they can be on and off the court. And and I am so proud to be part of this profession. And I know the longer you coach, the more you realize just how much you don't know, and I enjoy the daily challenge of trying to put this puzzle together. The Lord has blessed me and my family beyond measure. There is no way an average player from Oklahoma would be standing before you tonight if his handprint wasn't all over my life. I will never take this honor for granted, and I will be more humbled now than ever occupying an office on Naismith Drive. Thank you very much.